What is up, guys? Today we're going to be ranking every single Hobbit character on this tier list, and let's get started. And let me just introduce you the columns. Serves purpose, this is like a B minus tier, I guess. It's just characters that just do what they need to do to further the plot or story, and they don't really exceed beyond that. Not that they really need to. Some characters don't really need arcs, they don't need, highlights, if you will. So, and the Who tier, characters that should have a lot more to do, but they just kind of blend in the background, or just you just forget who the hell they were, because there's quite a bit of them. And F tier, characters that take away from the movie, that take away from the story, that take away from your enjoyment. And let's get started. First of all, we got Radagast the Brown. Okay, you know what? This guy gets too much hate. I like Radagast. I like the sled that he has with the rabbits. He has a cool house. There's bird shit on his head. He has a cool staff that doesn't work all the time. He's a crackhead, pretty much. He doesn't have too big of a role, because if he has a huge role, that's when I'll be like, okay, let's calm down with the Radagast stuff. I hold his attitude for a lot of things. Like, yeah, Sauron and Smaug and them, they could come kill all these humans and enslave them and, ruin the world and rule the world, blah, blah, blah. But once you start messing with animals, that's when I draw the line. You alright? You mess with animals, you mess with me. You mess with Radagast, you mess with me. I'll put him in the B tier. Frodo, he just literally has like 30 seconds of screen time. He just shows up, reminds people that he exists, and leaves. Okay, the Goblin King. Okay, I like this Goblin King, okay? I love his design. I like the location he's in. I like he talks shit. I like the way he sings. Every time I see the Goblin King, I'm like, okay, Goblin King is on screen. Let's watch. Let's enjoy. I'll put him front of the B tier. Alfred, okay, everyone's favorite character, consensus-wise. And by that I mean everyone hates him. I hate him too. Honestly, I don't hate him as much as others. I don't know if I should put him in the F tier, because the thing that makes me not hate him so much is bad things are always happening to him. Yeah, he's annoying. He, even looking at him just makes you mad. But he does have a lot of screen time. But screw it, F tier. This guy's annoying. And when he died, I was so happy. But they cut it out of the movie, if I remember. I think that's part of the extended. But anyways, don't like him. Yeah. Bard's kids, I don't even know their names, but they serve their purpose. They don't detract from the film, but they don't add anything either, to be honest. They're just like, yeah, here Bard has people that he cares about, cry when he hugs them or whatever, feel emotional. Okay, the Necromancer. He doesn't add a whole lot, so I'll just put serves his purpose. You gotta have Gandalf on his side quest, because he's way too powerful to be with the hobbits the whole time, so he serves his purpose. He doesn't really add anything, but yeah. Alright, Bofur. Probably one of the only dwarfs that I could actually name. The only reason I remember him is every single time he actually has a speaking role or a kind of a scene or moment, I leave the scene with a smile on my face. I'm like, you know what, I'm glad Bilbo spoke to him. I'm glad, he got his line out. But I don't know about B tier, man. I don't know about B tier. Like, he didn't do enough to get that B tier. I acknowledge that not all of them can be fleshed out, like Thorin and Balin and whatever. Even Balin wasn't fleshed out, but you get my point. I'll put him in the serves purpose. I think the background dwarf should have just had a few moments like him, at least in the 3 movies that we got. But if it was up to me, like, a lot of characters would get removed and a lot of these dwarves would actually get fleshed out. We're getting into Keely or Feely, Feely, I think? Okay, whatever. I like him, but right when he got, when he started, flirting with this chick, I couldn't stand him. He was so annoying, and, well, he wasn't annoying. I just hated the storyline. Every time he was on screen, didn't care. Straight up, I didn't care. I'm gonna put him in the Who tier. The reason I'm not putting him in the F tier is in the first one and parts of the second one before he gets that shitty romantic subplot. I enjoyed, like, he has a funny couple lines here and there. Okay, next, Tariel or Tamriel or whatever the hell. She's definitely F tier. Alright, her and where the hell is Legolas? Where is he? Legolas. Alright, he's an F tier too, straight up. These two detract from the story. They should have been removed altogether. Listen, before you come to my house and burn it down and piss on my corpse, just listen, okay? Put the gun down. Legolas, I like Legolas, alright? I love him in the Lord of the Rings. He's way too overpowered. I think he bleeds once in the entire franchise, not just the Hobbit, the entire franchise. There's this weird filter over his face. He looks weird, and he doesn't, and he's so broken. Like, when the bridge collapsed at the end or whatever the hell that shit was, and he's like walking up the things as they're falling, okay, that took me out. I was rolling my eyes. We get it. This guy's the strongest being that ever lived in the history of every franchise. So yeah, this guy's a meme. I don't like him. He doesn't add anything. All his lines are like generic NPC Skyrim dialogue. He doesn't add anything, detracts, F tier. All right, Saruman. Okay, I like Saruman. I like him. But in this, you know, he's very consistent to his Lord of the Rings. He's still that arrogant, you know, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm Saruman the White. I know better than you. You know, stop doing drugs with your friends. You know, his typical lectureness. I like it. I love Christopher Lee. You know, legendary actor. Granted, Saruman doesn't do a whole lot, but I'm glad we saw him. I'm thinking about is when he finds out about Sauron or the Necromancer, is he already thinking about joining? Like, did Sauron hit him up and be like, hey, bro, you know, this is what I'm working on. I think, you know, we could do some good things. I don't know. So, like, was Saruman a part of the bad guys already? But I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's why they put that weird, leave Sauron to me, you know? So, put him B tier. I'll put him above Radagast, straight up. Actually, I won't. All right, this guy. I don't even know his name. That's why I'm calling him this guy. The mayor of the town, dude. All right, you know what? Okay, don't hurt me. But I actually like that side plot of him trying to govern the town, and Alfred is like speaking into his ear, you know, telling him bullshit. Or I'm glad he died off pretty quick though. Like if he survived longer than he did, he would have definitely gone down. But you know, he serves his purpose enjoyably, but doesn't really go beyond that. I don't even know which dwarf this is. He's, yeah. Who? I don't know his name. This guy, I don't think this guy ever had any lines. I literally didn't know this guy existed until I saw his picture. So that just tells you everything you need to know about him. But yeah, he's not going to go in the F tier because he doesn't detract. He's just there in the background. Same with this guy. I don't even know this guy's name. I was gonna call him Bilbo, but it's not him. All right, this guy. Okay, listen. Again, I'm calling him this guy. I don't know their names. I know this guy's named Gloin, but we'll get. You know what? I don't give a shit about Gloin. Yeah, he's dad of Gimli. I don't care. Okay, he doesn't add anything. I don't remember a single moment with him other than when he's like, "Oh, Gimli, he's my lad." Like, okay, cool. Gimli's your son. Cool. Like, dude, they don't do anything. Actually, this guy had a few funny moments in the first one where he's like has trouble hearing and he's always assuming the wrong thing that they're saying. Those were funny. And the grandpa of Thorin, I'm trying to remember his dad, Thorin, Thrain, and this guy's in the serves his purpose tier. Okay, he's in it for like a minute. Thrain, okay, this guy's weird. It was weird that he was in an extended scene that got taken out. The stupid Wilhelm scream and he dies by Sauron. He serves his purpose, doesn't really do anything. Same with Galadriel, serves her purpose. I'll put her like right over here. The way she talks is just so boring. Come on, you guys have to agree with me here. The way she talks, like, the ring has brought you here, and I don't know what that will do. Like, shut the hell up, Galadriel. Speak like a normal person, but I know you're not a normal person. I get it, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. Okay, Keely, I mean, I know his name, but he doesn't do anything. I actually felt bad for him when Thorin was like pushing him around because no one else was like trying to kill Bilbo when Bilbo ran up on him and told him that he stole the Oakenshield. Oh my god, Oakenshield. Arkenstone. Christ. Okay. Elrond. I like Elrond. Okay, I love Hugo Weaving. I might be biased, but I really like Hugo Weaving so much that just seeing Hugo Weaving on screen, I'm like, okay. It's Hugo Weaving, guys. Show some respect. I'll put him over here. The funny part is when him and Gandalf were talking shit about Thorin when they were walking around in Rivendell at the night, like in the open. Like, it's not like they were in a room. They were like, yeah, Thorin's a bum. He's gonna die. Smaug's gonna beat the shit out of him and he's gonna burn to death. I don't know. I just thought that scene was kind of funny. Beorn or Barn? Beorn, the bear guy. Okay, the bear guy. We're gonna call him the bear guy. Okay, I actually really like the bear guy, okay? When he gets introduced, they definitely kind of build him up. They're like, hey, you know, don't mess with this guy. And even Azog paid his respects. He's like, hey, we can't attack until bear is out of our way. So that says a lot. Azog is not attacking his rival because you're in the middle. Like, that says a lot to me, you know? And I'll put him ahead of the B tier. When he turns into... Okay, I like bears, okay? Bears are cool. Bears are powerful. I'm terrified of them. So whenever there's a character that could turn into a bear, you know, respect. Straight up respect. Bomber? Is his name Bomber? Bomber? Whatever. I'll put him in the Who tier. Literally, he's just known for being the fat guy. You know, it's fine. I'll put him the best of Who tier. Actually, I'll put Keely. Dane Ironfoot. Okay, first of all, why did they have to CGI him? He looks so weird. I remember I'm like, there's something about this guy's face. I can't really put my finger on it, but he looks weird. Uncanny Valley type shit, you know? The scene where he was just headbutting all these orcs with armor and like kind of killing them or knocking them out, that was ridiculous. That was too much. Broke my immersion. But when he came in and he started, you know, insulting, calling him a pointy-eared princess, that was funny. You know, I like that. And I like how he rides a hog or pig or boar, whatever that thing was, into battle, and he's just hitting people in the hammer. I'll give him that. I'll put him there. Smeagol, everyone's favorite crackhead hobbit. Pippin is a crackhead hobbit, and I like Pippin. But we're not talking about Pippin. We're talking about Gollum. Alright, this guy has the best scene in the first movie, hands down. He's just in one scene, and that scene's a banger, but yeah, leading A. Love Gollum. And the CGI on him in the first Hobbit, he's never looked better. Bolg, I like Bolg. Okay, listen, this is the only person that made Legolas bleed, to my knowledge. That is very respectable, okay? And I like him. He has a cool design. He's Azog's son. Although I wish maybe like show a different side to the orcs that we haven't seen. Yeah, Azog's this crazy mass murder orc. But he also, maybe he loves his son. I don't know. Like, I think if they had a scene where him and Bolg talk in like a father-son camaraderie type of way, I think that would have added a lot. When I see him, I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna have to fight Bolg now, you know? I'll put him here, straight up. This guy, I literally thought this guy and this guy were the same person for like 2 movies. Smaug the dragon. Okay, it's not one of, this is the coolest dragon we've ever seen in any movie or show. Yeah, yes, this guy's cooler than Drogon. I don't care. When I watched The Hobbit 2 in theaters, was one of my favorite theater going experiences. I was like 13 years old. I was blown away. I was like, holy shit, this is one of the coolest characters I've ever seen. I love dragons, okay? I love dragons in general. And this is my favorite. The way he talks, Benedict Cumberbatch voice acting. Oh my god. Just CGI on him, incredible. S tier 100%. Right, Bard. Okay, listen. I like Luke Owens. Wait, is that his name? Luke Evans. I call him Luke Owens. Okay. Played by Luke Owens or Luke Evans. Luke Evans. I like Luke Evans. Okay. I like Luke Evans. Every time I see him in a movie, I'm like, oh shit, it's Luke Evans. Let's, you know, show some respect. You know, he's like, you know what? You have no right to go into Erebor. You know, you have no right because of the risk that Smaug possesses. And you're like, you know what? I could see that viewpoint. He doesn't have a wife. He's a single father, being dealt a really bad hand in life at the moment we meet him. The government in his town is running up on him as well. And he takes down Smaug the dragon, the only person that was capable, except for Legolas, because let's be honest, Legolas is the most powerful character in all of literature and all of movies, but I love Bard. I'll put him in the A tier. Okay, Azog. Azog the Defiler. Don't mess with him or he will defile you. I don't even know what that means. Let's look it up. Sully, mar, or spoil. The land was defiled by... What? Okay, I guess the Defiler doesn't sound that cool. I guess he just ruins things before other people take it. Yeah, Azog the Defiler, I love him, dude. This guy has such a cool design, okay? I'm surprised that we didn't see his warg that he rode around. The pale werewolf or whatever the hell he rode around in the first movie. He's cool. I like him. He has a physical, intimidating presence. He's kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. He's really dumb. The elves and the dwarves were about to wipe each other out. And, you know, you got a 2-for-1 deal right there, Azog. All you had to do was just stay put and not do like cool war chants. You know, he couldn't help himself. He decided to attack before they wiped each other out, and he faced the consequences due to his actions, and he died. And I might even love him. I don't know his name, but this is one of the only few hobbits. Oh my god, I called him a hobbit. One of the few dwarves that I could actually differentiate and tell you about his personality. He's hot-headed. He's arguably the strongest warrior, that not including Thorin. This guy knows how to handle a weapon just by looking at him. And I like that he's the first dwarf we meet. This guy's the first guy to come in, and I liked him from there. I'm like, okay, I like this guy. I'll put him ahead of B tier. Martin Freeman absolutely knocked it out of the park. Okay, this guy is a better protagonist than Frodo. I don't care. You know, come at me. I'm sure everyone agrees, right? But it doesn't matter. Absolutely kills it. He's funny. He's relatable. He represents us. You know, what he does is what we would do in the situation 99% of the time. You know, he's charming and he's consistent throughout the whole trilogy, which I can't say for some characters. He's great. I love Martin Freeman. His performance was absolutely amazing. And now I rewatched Lord of the Rings. I'm like, okay, you know, I love Bilbo now. Like, this guy is very respectable. He's given a lot in his life, so God bless him. Okay, Thranduil, or Thranduil. I like this guy. I like his hair. And I love the fact that he rides a moose into battle. That was such a visually amazing concept. Like, I remember the trailers for Battle of the Five Armies were coming out, and they released like a TV spot of him, you know, on the moose, like slashing people down, and I'm like, holy Jesus, this is crazy. I love this. I'm gonna put him in the A tier straight up. Dude, the way this guy beheaded like 4 people on his moose, and then when they shot down his moose, he got up and he just started slashing everyone around him. Don't mess with this guy. This guy is actually crazy in battle. But I think this is clearly one of my favorite wizards, if not my favorite wizard in movie history. Ian McKellen. Like, it's so hard to imagine anyone else playing him. I know everyone says that to every role, but he's gonna guide you and he's gonna look after you. But he also has this fun party animal type thing inside him. Like, Gandalf could get down, you know? And I'm gonna put him in the S tier straight up. Amazing. I like his side quest. How he was trying to find out who the necromancer was. I know a lot of people don't like that. Gandalf just doing anything on screen makes me smile. Thorin Oakenshield. Best for last, right? No. This guy does not have a coherent, consistent character throughout the show. He does not. Okay, Hobbit 1, I like him a lot. I'm like, okay, this guy, clearly, he's holding a lot of hurt, a lot of pain that he faced in his past. He's got dealt a shitty hand in life after what Smaug did to him and his family. I get it. He lost everything. Like, right when he tells Bilbo to try to go find Arkenstone, from that point on, I didn't like his character. Like, I get it. They build up this stupid dragon sickness, gold greed sickness, and I'm fine with that happening to him. But the execution of his character and how quickly he goes from, I will fight for my people, I will die for my people, to, oh, the gold. Oh, do anything for the gold. Let's hide the gold. Oh no, the gold. And then he's back to, I will do anything for my honor, my duty. I will die for my friends. I will die for my... And then he goes back to, mess with me and I'll kill you. I'm like, God damn, this guy is unhinged. He's mentally unstable. He's inconsistent. And frankly, he's kind of a dick. Straight up. Okay, I'll put Thorin ahead of B. Okay, I'll put Thorin top of B tier. Alright guys, so the tier list didn't include Balin in there, so I'm gonna just add him after the fact. I love Balin. I think he's the best of the dwarves. He's the most consistent. Every single scene we have, I love this father figure role he has with Thorin. He's the wise old man of the group. And he's cool, and there's a lot of emotional attachment to his character and the way he reacts to what happens to Thorin. And he's the best dwarf character in the whole trilogy. Straight up. And that was it. That was my tier list for the Hobbit characters. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what this would look like for you guys, you know? And that was it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Help me out with the algorithm. And God bless. Bye.